Hey, my loves. It is Vee. On this beautiful Saturday. Well, hopefully it's beautiful where you are. I don't know if it is or if it's not. So forgive me if I'm making you jealous. Don't worry though. It's still like high 40s, so it's still cold, but it's pretty. So that's what we're dealing with today. Okay, so I'm coming to you guys today to talk about blessings versus lessons. And this really is connected to a situation that actually happened earlier today. And first and foremost, no shade or like putting anyone down about anything. So just give me a second and kind of let me lay out the story, and then you'll kind of understand where I'm coming from. Okay, so let me take a step back. First off, I was at Ashley Stewart yesterday with a friend of mine. Popped in and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go in there, pick up a couple pieces, that I need, and I'm gonna just bounce out. And while we were in there, my friend Lou, who's very encouraging, I love her. Lou, if you're watching, you know that I love you. So Lou and the store clerk were telling me I should sign up for this contest that Ashley Stewart has every year. It's an amazing contest. The winner gets $10,000 and a makeover and clothes for the year and photo shoots and the whole 9 yards. It's a very amazing experience. And I've actually done this contest before. I've done it a few times before. In that moment, and I think that you guys can relate to this to some extent. In that moment, I personally felt like, I think I've outgrown this opportunity. I think it's nothing against the contest itself. It's an amazing opportunity. But I think where I was kind of at was like, I don't think that's my blessing. I don't think that's a thing that's for me. Albeit it's great, I don't think that I even have it in my spirit to really kind of be a part of seeing, that for me, right? So I'm sure you guys have all dealt with situations where you're kind of like, oh, that was great for me at one time, but I don't necessarily know that I'm in that same spirit anymore. And that's kind of how I felt. However, I still was like, you know what? I'm just going to go. Because at the end of the day, I was like, at the very minimum, at the very least, I could go and see a bunch of my friends, girls that I've modeled with and like have seen over the years, especially in the plus industry, could be at this event, and it would be nice to just stop in. So, got dressed, went there. It was a bit of a long line. It's a very busy event. It's a very energetic, and it's so fun. They give away prizes, and there's dancing and singing. It's a big party. In the midst of it also being an audition. So getting there, I'm not fully paying attention to the process, right? I'm just kind of showing up all right, here we go. Now, granted, I've done it a couple times before, but still in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be in and out like regular auditions. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be on my way in an hour. And I get there, and I see all the people, and everybody's so excited and cheering, and I just am reminded of yeah, I don't think you ever not go to the club after a long time. You ain't been to the club in a minute, and then you what, I could go to the club, and then you go to the club, and the club can be fun, right? But then you get to the club on a particular evening, and you're just like, I don't want to be at the club today. I don't want to be here. I think that was the moment. I actually had a conversation with a fellow model. I think that was the moment that I was like, yeah, I think I would like to get out of the way so that someone else can have this blessing for themselves. I've been blessed to be in this atmosphere and other atmospheres that was amazing, and just be like, oh, this is so cool. I'm so happy to be here. This is dope. And although I was very happy to be there and very seeing a couple of my friends and hugging and taking pictures and all that, at the end of the day, my reasons for even following through with it wouldn't have been the same. It wasn't that same blessing as it initially was for me. It didn't hold the same weight. I think they also call this diminishing return. For me, it's no shade against anyone else who felt this is something I want to be a part of and I want to go. Nothing whatsoever like that. I appreciate that Ashley Stewart does this contest, and it's an amazing opportunity. I think for me, I just got to the point, and you could also call it kind of jaded, right? Where you've been through certain things and you're kind of just I'm okay not doing that. I'm okay with that being what it is and me still living my life. And so a part of this video for me is also to remind you all that there's certain times in your life that you do outgrow certain things. There's things that you used to fall for that you don't fall for no more. You're wiser, you're sharper. You have different priorities. Nothing against what it was before, but just for you in that moment, you're doing something different. So that's kind of where I was today. Like it reminded me, and I actually told my friend as I was leaving, I was like, you know what? This is a blessing for someone else. This is a blessing for all these people who are in this room right now, and I'm not going to stand in their way. I'm going to go and do my thing and just know that my head's not there for this particular thing. So yeah, I hope that doesn't come off as like really weird or shady or anything. It just was a moment that I had, and I've had this moment before. I think especially as you get older, like I'm in my mid-30s now. It's just not the same. It's not the same for me. I don't get the same like rush. I don't get the same like excitement as other people can have for stuff like that. I just don't. It doesn't hit me the same way. I don't know. It's weird. I'm just getting old and jaded, and I just want to go and do some different stuff sometimes. So anyway, that's the long and short. I encourage you guys to be very aware of the developments that are happening in your life. Be very clear about the direction that you're going. What do you want? Do you want to be a part of a community? And that's what, in this particular situation, the Plus community. I've been a part of this community for, golly, like maybe 15, 20 years. Seeing very familiar faces, all of these beautiful girls. Oh my God, like so many beautiful girls and their flair and their style and their energy. Like, in this particular case too, it's all Black women, so you're in this room, it's Atlanta. It's all Black women and they're fabulous and everybody's done up and it's like a big fancy party. But ultimately, what is your objective? I'm not even really there anymore. I don't even really model like that anymore. Like, I model when the opportunity comes up, but I'm focusing on hosting. I'm focusing on date coaching. Things might come your way as a way of gauging if you're actually serious about the things that you're asking for. Are you serious? Are you focused? Where are you in your development? It isn't to say that that thing is wrong or bad or less than. It is to say, are you focused enough to keep on your path? Are you sure and clear in your direction of where you're going? And that's kind of how I felt. Even before that, I was kind of like, I don't know that this is for me anymore. I don't know if this is a right fit for what I want to do. And, good luck to all those women who are out there today looking amazing. Like, such a blessing to be in that atmosphere, but not my blessing to continue with opportunity, if that makes sense for you all. So again, be clear. Be clear about what you want. And pay attention to the opportunities that do come by, because sometimes we just want to grab every opportunity. Oh, I just want to go to this, that, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. And that's fine and dandy when you're figuring it out. But once you start to become more clear about who you are and what you want to do and using your gifts, all that stuff's not going to fit anymore. It's not even going to feel the same. You're going to be like, I don't think this is it for me. I don't think this is where I'm going, and this doesn't necessarily align. Alignment is very important. Alignment keeps you focused. It makes you patient for your gift to show up. And then you can actually sit and hone that gift. You aren't running around trying to grab everything and do everything, and you end up exhausted. Trust me, I've been through so many different phases in my life where I feel like, if the opportunity comes by me, I've got to take it because it's an opportunity. Not every opportunity that comes by you is your opportunity. They're all not blessings. It just so happened to pass you. Maybe it was for you to refer it to someone else. That could be a thing too. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say, that doesn't look like it. Now, what also comes into play is, are you deepening your understanding and discernment of when your blessing shows up? Because if you have an understanding of what your blessings are, if you are in alignment with your gifts, if you are walking in your purpose, sometimes a thing might not quite look like your blessing, and it actually is. It actually is a chance for you to grow, to stretch, to reach your gift. That could also be the case. And that's where it gets a little tricky. That's where it gets a little, let me consult my friends. Let me pray about it. Let me find my inner self and have a conversation about, could this be a blessing for me? The reason I showed up today was because I show up. I show up to make sure that it was like a check for me to say, I don't think we're doing this we're not doing it like this anymore. I think that we're in a different place right now. And that's okay. You know, maybe one day I'll pop up and I'll start doing more extensive modeling. You know, I'll start going to more model calls and doing that kind of thing, which I still love. You know, who doesn't love being a beautiful girl and taking pictures and doing all that? I still do photo shoots. It's just the modeling doesn't happen as often, if that makes sense. My career goals are in line with my hosting and my date coaching. So that's what we're doing, and that's why I'm talking to you guys right now. That's all for me. It's a beautiful Saturday. I hope y'all get outside, or I don't know, do something that you love. I hope you guys enjoyed this message, and have a great weekend. See you next time. Bye.